y'all, today I'm going to be talking about full body avatars and what this means for you as a Rec Room player. There's a lot of misconceptions and concerns from the community, so I wanted to clear some things up. First off, if you end up finding this video helpful, be sure to use code TARA the next time you're in Rec Room, or just smash the support button right on my profile. So full body avatars are finally here, just for level 50 players right now, but eventually for everyone. And if you're like me, you've been fearing them a little since it's a huge change to the game. Many players were worried that they would be forced into switching, but I'm here to tell you that's not the case. You can still use your classic bean avatar and remain limb-free if that's your preference. Arms and feet, who needs them, am I right? The other bit of good news is that you can dip your toes into this new style. No pun intended. By going into your watch menu and just changing the body style on your avatar, all of your clothing items should immediately transform into the full body mode. And you can save that outfit or choose to revert back if you're horrified by the appearance. If it takes you a few tries to get over the shock, I don't blame you. I was the same. I got to try out the full body avatars before launch and I was very apprehensive. I've been playing Rec Room since 2020 and I'm now kind of ashamed to admit that I wasn't really a fan of how these new avatars look. No offense, Rec Room design team. It's not you, it's me. But once I found an outfit I kind of liked and started goofing off with my friend RCL Man by visiting a few Rec Room originals and parkour maps, I was sold. There are some things you simply can't do with the bean avatars, and I'm sorry, can we talk about shoe options? I didn't know I was missing out, but once I put on my black combat boots and leggings, I was pretty much hooked on the new appearance. The ability to further customize your style is something I immediately fell in love with. I know that more options will likely be added in the future, but for now, just being able to choose from even a few pants, leggings, sneakers, etc. is already pretty awesome. Another thing you can do to make yourself look more or less like the original Rec Room avatar is add a nose and eyebrows. I personally think I look a bit odd with the eyebrows and a nose, but they do add more expression. I opted to just keep the eyebrows for now. The nose is kind of too much for me. I honestly don't think it looks bad overall though. And if you're a parkour fan or just in general you've been missing the ability to look down and see where you're placing your previously non-existent feet, full body avatars are for you. Now you have a much better chance of being agile in games where you had to just guess your approximate landing before. In addition, it's really cool to be able to hold an item in your hand and your hand grips it. With the bean body, your hand simply disappears. Wow, I just realized this means I no longer have to Photoshop my hand back in when I'm making thumbnails for videos. That's a time saver. And if you like kicking things, you can try out your new legs by finally making use of that basketball in your dorm. I'm not sure if you're really supposed to be able to do this, but me and RCL had some fun trying to figure out the mechanics. I'm hoping one day they do add the ability to actually kick things properly so that soccer finally becomes a Rec Room original players want to visit. Poor soccer. Never gets any love. When I was running around trying out full body avatars and seeing what they could do, I also discovered dancing in a karaoke map. There's so much expression that we're now capable of, and once again I thought to myself, wow, I might be getting converted over to loving full body avatars. Who is this new Tarapeutic and what have you done with the old Tara who hated them? I decided not to question it anymore. Yes, there's still some adjustments and improvements that they need. Crawling looks weird. Sometimes when I stand straight, my spine looks curved. No, it's not perfect. But as I jumped around in parkour and I couldn't take my eyes off my feet, I was struggling to find a reason to hate the new look. I finally concluded that this was a necessary addition to Rec Room after fighting myself on it mentally for months. So the question remains, will I make the switch? I think it's going to take me a while to adjust. I do already have my concerns about the more detailed avatars just being a girl. It already pains me how often I'm subject to harassment in the game just with a simple avatar. I also adore the original Rec Room avatars, so dropping 6 pages of saved outfits and starting over is not going to happen overnight for me. However, I'm definitely going to be rocking this look at least some of the time, and I'm especially curious to see how other people react to full body avatars. Now, if you're not level 50 and you're wondering when you'll be able to try these out, you might have to be patient. Rec Room announced on their blog post recently that this is a slow rollout, first to seasoned players and hopefully by mid-2024 to everyone. They want to make sure they can perfect things in the meantime and get feedback from veteran Rec Roomers before everyone can have access. It's going to be a bit strange seeing full body avatars out in the wild, but I think I'm ready. Enough about what I think though, what do you think? Are you going to try out a new avatar? Are you excited for feet? That sounded weird. Anyway, let me know in the comments, and while you're pondering all of that, click the video on screen here for some more entertainment. We'll see you over there.